Okay, I am here today to discuss power shots, the practical use of the power shot, and the different types of power shots that you can take. I think it would help for me to first show you 12 clips of mine that are power shots, but this shows them from, this is a variety of different shot types, on the ground, on the bounce, from a variety of distances with a variety of players. So this is just to set the groundwork as to show this is possible, and that these are good shots, I believe. Here's number one. Griezmann working it out wide to miss Ajibade, a setup touch, a green to the far post. That goes in all the time. That's on the bounce. And that's with a person that has no white power shot or gold power shot. Number two, Miss Gabby G on this, a quick pop up to herself. And it's a rocket. The self pop-up works a lot. I feel so comfortable taking that, and I feel like that space is afforded to you a lot. Okay, here's number three, and this one is definitely a little bit deeper. Pause if I remember this correctly. Javi Galan standing over this. And this is one that shows you deflections work on these. Like, does it work out that pretty every single time? No. But these are shots worth taking because the deflections are usually helpful. Either you get a corner or that. Here's another one. This is not even me pulling that one, but that is an absolute thunderbolt. Like, that one is so interesting because it was a slower one, and it was almost on like the half volley from Griezmann there. I'm definitely not taking that one as much, but I've had that work a couple times. Ajibade leaps for this one, Griezmann the pop-up. And these quick shots that are, and when I say quick, I mean the ball is coming to your player and then you decide to take a power shot rather quickly within the first touch or two. These work really well. Like, I think not only are these catching the opponent off guard, but the opponent's keeper. Correa, a frequent puller for me. I mean, that's a rocket, and that's not the first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time he's done that. Like, he does that, he really does. Okay, here's one that I wrote down was an effort, but obviously there was something important to say here. Like, look at how far back and angled that's from. That's, and I really, unfortunate angle for Jota, but I think that's makeable. But I think the point I wanted to make here was that, would you really expect Correa to score from there? No. And is that a good example of a practical power shot? No. But it generated a chance that almost led to a goal. Like, Jota was maybe just a little bit slow right there and we didn't get that one, but it seems like a shot worth taking for me. Here is the current impossible angle shot. So I have yet to score this, but I believe this is totally makeable. After hitting this, that seems super makeable. You're gonna have to really tuck that in the corner, but I'm definitely trying to make that in an online game. And then here's a really good angle as to why these are working. Rodrigo Riquelme bangs these for me often. He has base 85 long shots. And look at this. It goes a little bit in, and then it's just bending away from the keeper the whole time. Like, these are really difficult shots to save. Again, on the ground or on the bounce. Okay, this one I thought was important to show because power shots are also such good fake shots. Like, Rodrigo Riquelme, again, does not have white power shot or gold power shot, but look at this, like, that's a really good exit. I think he does one more here. That gets people so much, and then that's just a normal shot at the near, but again, a power shot even works there. But the fakes are so good. Couple more. Griezmann looking wide for Jota here, and the self pop-up. This goes in all the time, bro, and that's off a white power shot. White power shot and up, that goes in a lot. I think that's a lot more tricky off a no power shot person just because of the distance. Griezmann, again, just pulling quick. I don't even think Courtois was fully back in place right there. Here's another one. And, like, again, this is off no shooting badges for Riquelme. Like, he really does that, and that was off a red. And those go in, bro. Okay, in this one, I could see someone saying this doesn't seem practical at all, but to me, it really does seem practical, because you're looking at the minimap, you're saying, okay, this guy is really wide open. You're always going to try to take the big touch to beat your opponent there. And then that power shot, I mean, I'm telling you, that goes in all the time. Okay, that was some examples. Again, these are so possible, and people barely pull them against me. Like, I feel so weird for pulling the amount that I pull every single game because I'm rarely ever met with people who do it in response. But if I was trying to show you most practical power shot places, I would probably say that we would start somewhere around here. So I'm here with a left-footed person who has no power shot badge. I think from right here to maybe here is a very good opportunity for either just a tap or like a one to maybe 1.25 bars of power into the bottom right-hand corner. And again, if this was a right-footed person, then you would just be mirroring that and going into the bottom left-hand corner. Let's try to show a couple of these. There we go. Okay. These go in a lot. There we go. I would like to get a couple in a row just to prove that these are like consistently decent shots. And I red time that one, that doesn't help. Okay, I think you get the point there. When I think of next most practical shot after that, I'm thinking of something on the bounce inside of this kind of rectangle area. Yeah, I'm really struggling on this one. Okay, there's a decent one. I've missed a couple of these in a row, though. These are definitely tricky when you do not have at least white power shot. Let's see, hitting these over. Let me give this one more attempt, but that might have just deemed this shot a little bit too far. Okay, and that's fine, because that's good to know. Oh my god, he doesn't have white power shot in this. Who has white power shot? He's got white power shot. Okay, so I need to use that guy. Okay, and I believe this guy's right-footed, so let's head to this side. I'm thinking the pop-up, again, the pop-up from kind of in this area. Good. Not off a green. That one is a green. There's a green again. Okay, so there's 3 in a row. So you definitely get the... Stop. You definitely get the gist from there. And from the bounce, that feels very good. Now, I wonder... This is not from the bounce. I think that's going to be a little bit tougher. Because even with the white power shot, like, you get these shots off so much quicker than you do with no power shot. But it just does not generate the same amount of heat as gold power shot rip does. I think you could probably pull these from the middle kind of area as well and go to the far. Yeah, definitely if you're in the middle though, I like it off the bounce better. There we go. That's a good one. Okay, that's a good one, no green. Yeah, so, like, you get the point on these. Oh my god, that's a thunderbolt. Oh my god, definitely the power shot at the near from angles like that are just so dangerously good. There's just not a whole bunch you feel like the keeper can do on those. And actually, before we look at the gold power shot, let's do just a couple of those. Okay, so we're like here. That's nice. Ball roll. Nice. Maybe we're running in. Okay. There you go. Okay. Okay, so you get the point there. Now, with the gold power shot, who can I use for this? Probably Valverde. Gold power shot, first thing to note, this thing starts up quick. That was probably the slowest it's ever been because the ball was just ever so slightly behind Valverde. These get off very fast, especially like, God forbid you got some steam going. Like those, good. Turning a power shot into a fake shot off the gold, so good. So we're here. Oh my goodness. And you got to think about this. How many people still have their camera zoom turned on for the power shot? So on your screen it's doing that or it's not, and on theirs it could be zooming in. The biggest thing from white to gold is, okay, yeah, it gets faster for sure, but the speed at which this ball is coming off these people's feet is ridiculous, and it's only amplified by the volleys. So let's try to get into some shots on the ground first, or some grounded initial, how do you say that? Shots that are not volleys. There we go. Okay. This is making me realize how much I pull from the bounce rather than just a shot on the ground. That's a good one. That's a red, still goes in. Okay, and then off the bounce. So these are the ones that come off and feel a lot more unsavable for sure. Oh my god, let me get it a little bit wider. Now let's actually start over here because these shots around the corner, and when I say corner, I'm talking about this corner where these lines meet. This definitely feels like a good shot in terms of you shooting it from here, and then we are trying to beat the keeper to this place, or the ball is trying to beat the keeper to that place. There we go. Again, I'm getting too close. That's not what I'm trying to show. There we go, good example. I would just like to make one more over here, just to get the point across. Okay, that's a disgusting one. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you get the idea there. But I think my favored kind of angle for... My favorite angle for gold power shot people is probably not this far close to the box. Yeah, it's probably somewhere floating around here. Over here as well to get a little bit more inland. Maybe even a little bit farther back. Because they get, especially on Ultimate Team, like you are getting an incredible amount of heat on these shots from distance, especially if they're coming off a green. Let me try to show you a couple of those, obviously. Oi. Okay, I missed like 3 in a row. This is not a good showing. There we go. That goes in a lot. Green again. There we go. And the dippage on that, I mean... Sometimes you're beating them for dip, sometimes you're beating them for swerve, but sometimes it's a mix of both, and those ones look the best. Okay, that's a disgusting one. So yeah, those work very well. Power shots going across the body, so again, we're on the right, looking to that left side of the goal, those work so well. We can get them in at the near if we're kind of shooting from in this general area. You can stuff them at the near, trying to roof them. That's obviously not going to work. Okay, but we saw some of that. And then again, in terms of practicality, let's keep them low on the ground across the face of goal. I think those are very real shots that are pretty easy to pick up. And I would honestly recommend, dude, do some power shots on the bounce. Like if you have anyone with white or gold power shot, pop it up from outside the box and like, let's pull. That's a terrible example, but like, let's pull some of these.
Brasil!